I bet you had no idea these people still wrestled. And I wrestled them. Not only are these people still wrestling, but they are all thriving in the professional wrestling industry. Some of them are trainers, some of them wrestle internationally, and some of them you subscribe to on YouTube, but they are all doing amazing things in professional wrestling. I'm very lucky to have been in the ring with people like Too Cold Scorpio, Victoria, C.W. Anderson, Lodi. I've even teamed in Japan with Rene Dupree. But this right here is an elite list of people that you probably didn't know are still stepping in the ring. The first person on that list is Jimmy Wang Yang, with a special appearance from Super Crazy. In July of 2023, I got to step in the ring with both of these professional wrestling legends in Tokyo, Japan at the famous Korakuen Hall, a sold-out Korakuen Hall for Pro Wrestling Noah's One Night Dream. The crowd was electric at Korakuen Hall on this evening, and I got to take all of Jimmy Yang's signature offense, including a very rare appearance of him doing Yang Time. The next person on my list is somebody that I've actually wrestled on 3 different occasions, but our most recent one in January has been my favorite, and that is former WCW Hardcore Champion, Crowbar. Oh! Crowbar is still in incredible shape. He can do everything that he used to do back in the mid-90s and early 2000s, and this match from Awesome Championship Wrestling has to be my favorite. It happened in Poughkeepsie, New York at the famous Mid-Hudson Civic Center, and he decided he wanted to get a little extreme. So, we brought out the chairs, we brought out the guardrails, and we even had our referee be ECW referee Jim Molyneux. Crowbar is still wrestling at an incredibly high level, most recently wrestling for Ring of Honor. The next person on the list is someone near and dear to my heart, my childhood favorite wrestler, and my favorite YouTuber, other than myself, and that is Maven. In September of 2015, I got to step in the ring with Maven Huffman and Brian Myers in a tag team match for Lucky Pro Wrestling, and honestly, probably one of the most special moments in my entire career. The coolest thing, though, happened almost a decade later. Now that Maven has his YouTube channel, he talked about falling back in love with professional wrestling, and he stated that that match with me may have lit the spark and brought back a little bit of that love that he had for professional wrestling. Another wrestler that is absolutely killing it on YouTube is Stevie Richards, and him and I wrestled in May of 2019 for Beyond Wrestling. I thought this was going to be a battle of the Blue World Order versus the Green World Order, but I was mistaken as Steven Richards of Right to Censor decided to cut me off and tell the fans in Rhode Island how he really felt about me. Come to find out, he just needed a Snickers, and then we got the big Stevie Cool that we all know and love. This match was a lot of fun, although it was not easy wrestling in Daisy Dukes. And a month before I wrestled Stevie Richards, I got to wrestle probably the guy with the coolest entrance music, Gangrel. This match was also for Beyond Wrestling in Worcester, Massachusetts at Electric Haze, a place that you've probably seen on the vlog a couple of times, and I started my Retribution tour by wrestling none other than the Vampire Warrior, the leader of the Brood, Gangrel. The level Gangrel is on is insane. Even in 2025, he still goes hard in every single match, and even when I wrestled him back in 2019, I clotheslined him on the floor, and he was able to suplex me in the buckle and then drop me with his famous Impaler DDT. Gangrel is still so active on the independents and also is the head trainer at the CCW Wrestling School in South Florida. And rounding out the group is a man that probably gave me one of my top 5 Favorite matches in Limitless Wrestling, Paul London. At this point in my career in 2017, I needed a match like this. I needed this confidence boost, and Paul gave it to me. He gave me an incredible match, took me to my limit in front of a sold-out crowd in Westbrook, Maine, and I owe Paul a lot. I really do. After the match, we had a very special moment where the promoter, my good friend Randy Carver Jr., printed out a photo of me when I was 16 years old, maybe even 15 years old, with Paul London. Paul showed the entire audience, and then after, he asked me this.
Can you autograph this for me? Over there, man.
Paul is currently wrestling for Major League Wrestling, and most recently wrestled for CMLL at Arena Mexico. So there you have it, a list of professional wrestlers you probably didn't know still wrestled, and the fact that I wrestled each one of them is absolutely insane. Let me know down in the comments, did you know these people still wrestled? Are you going to go out of your way to find these matches? Let me know. And until next time, make sure you like, you share, and you subscribe, and I will talk to you guys very soon.